overnight, Democrats revised their overhaul of the financial rules, trying to save it from defeat in the Senate. Now it faces a crucial vote in the House today. Bloomberg's chief Washington correspondent Peter Cook has more on all the changes. Peter.
Well, Deirdre, Democrats aren't predicting victory yet, but they certainly hope the changes they put in place overnight will at least move them closer to success, not only in the House, but in the Senate, more importantly. They reconvened last night, that meeting of House and Senate negotiators, the one that went into the early morning hours last week. They agreed to alter how the massive bill is paid last night after moderate Republicans in the Senate balked at the idea of their $19 billion tax on banks. They need those Republican votes in the Senate. So instead, Democrats will foot the bill for reform by ending the TARP program 3 months early, producing $11 billion in revenue, and by raising the premium banks pay for federal deposit insurance and other changes in FDIC fees. Republicans already opposed to the bill slam the change as an accounting gimmick that would make Bernie Madoff blush.
If we did this in a private sector action, we would all be in jail. This is fraud on the American taxpayer. That's clear and simple. That's all it is.
But Democrats ultimately prevailed in the vote, and afterwards they defended the move as necessary to ensure the bill's ultimate success.
The reality was I either stuck with the pay-for that we had and I think had the strong possibility of losing the vote, or come up with a new pay-for that members could be supportive of. Obviously, this pay-for is something that I've vetted with my colleagues to determine whether they could be for it. But obviously, until they actually cast a vote, you never know.
And again, Democrats preferred the original bank tax. Now, Dodd would not predict if any of the 4 Republicans who backed the bill initially will be on board now given this change, but certainly suggested that's likely. He says he does doubt that the Senate will actually be able to vote on this bill this week, as he and the president first hoped. That's because of the ceremonies for Senator Robert Byrd and simply the calendar here before the July 4th recess. The House, Deirdre, will take up the bill as soon as today. Democrats there banking on a victory to move this closer to the president's desk.
And Peter, I mean, is there any question about the outcome in the House?
Well, given the Democrats' majority, the rules there, Barney Frank seems very confident Democrats will have the votes. But given how this thing has changed, particularly in the last few hours, there is we should all watch the House floor very, very carefully today. The expectation is it will prevail in the House for Democrats. The big question, Eric, will be in the Senate.
Peter, thank you. That's Peter Cook keeping you up to date in Washington.